Okay. Hey YouTube, this is Patrick again with the highlifter Ranger 1000 front differential swap. This is a 900 XP highlifter edition. This is, I guess you'd say, part 2 or part 2 continued of the diff swap, and go ahead and kind of show you where we're at. So I've got all the A-arms removed. Everything's out this time. All right, let's see. So here we go. This is where the front diff and plate are gonna go for the swap. So after you've done cut, before I had cut into the frame, so this is afterwards. So let's see, so I don't blind people. So here's the frame rails. I'm right in the front looking up. So the gap was here. I had cut here by accident. Make sure you if you can, cut from the inside down so that you don't make the mistake I did. So I did that and went ahead and, you know, welded up in here too. So we're fully boxed again. Welded all this, even here, all this around here, up in here. Let's see, where else did I weld? So you had to cut this as well. So anywhere I could hit with the welder, I went ahead and did. Haven't done it yet, but they say for the axle to clear, you have to cut right here as well. Cut at an angle to make for the drive shaft to not hit it. Let's see. So yeah, we're coming along. But so once you've cut all this out, you're ready to install your plate. Like I said, I was gonna go ahead and change out bushings, do everything that you have to do while your A-arms are all out. So I'm changing out bushings. Should have probably got some ball joints, but they can wait. I just did the bearings not long ago in the hub, so they should be fine. Brakes, good to go. We've painted everything to where it won't rust. I'm gonna clean up all in here, all the grease and all, make sure I hit that with some paint after I cut this, and then we can install our plate, which is here. And before you put the plate in, you want to make sure you slide your drive shaft back there. So I've already greased and got the back ready. So I'll slide the drive shaft in. I know when I removed everything, I had to loosen these up that hold the steering rack on to where I had some slack and it would move some, so I could push up on it to be able to get my drive shaft out before on the other diff. So I'll probably just go ahead and loosen all that up so it doesn't give me any trouble when I start trying to stick this thing in here, because it's got to go right through this square straight back, and it kind of hits right here to get where you need to go. So and it's got to go all the way back and mount back up to your rear output shaft. So just wanted to kind of give y'all an update on how it's going and what we're going to be doing. So I guess part 3 of this build will be putting the plate on. So when I come back, it'll have the plate installed, the drive shaft in, the diff in it, and I'll go ahead and kind of, you know, just show you all that. And then after I get the A-arms and all painted and the new bushings installed and whatnot, get that all back on and axles rebuilt, I will, you know, do another little segment, I guess, because like I said, I have to rebuild all my axles because I had it set up in 2-wheel drive for the time being. So I got to figure out how to get all that rust out of there, which I'm just going to leave these in some vinegar overnight or something tomorrow and clean all this stuff up, put it all back together. But yeah, she's coming along. I'm kind of excited to see what the diff's going to look like in it and how much clearance I'm going to have. And like I said, I still need to cut the parts where the A-arms bolt up at a slight angle. I might even, I know the plate's supposed to reinforce this, but right here you can see it's barely tack welded right here. I might run a bead across that, maybe even in these holes here, and maybe even strengthen these up a bit with I don't know, piece of flat stock, drill a hole, and just, you know, weld it to it. I haven't decided that yet, but I don't want my A-arms ripping off of this thing, which I don't do any jumping or anything like that, so I probably shouldn't have anything to worry about. But I like to beef it up if I can while I'm in there and get everything situated to where I know down the road I'm not going to run into any issues with the little things that I've been reading all on these forums. So just like with, you know, this having the holes in it for threaded for your bolts to smash against the pinion, or yeah, the pinion gear coming out of the front diff, you know, it's just precaution stuff, precautionary measures. But probably go ahead and install. I don't know, I'll probably just do a separate video on it, but yeah, I mean, I've got the doors off. I'm gonna paint all this stuff. Anything that's got rust on is getting painted. Rear A-arms, probably hit them up. I got everything back together here on the motor. Like I said, all these are new. The intake boots, which from what I hear is a very common issue. So definitely, I would always check those. Spray some starter fluid on them while it's running or something like that, and then you'll know right then and there whether or not you have a rip. I wanted to get the billet ones from either Bike Man Performance or, you know, whoever else makes some billet aluminum ones, but I called them and they said that they do not make ones for the 16 Ranger for some reason. I think they have them out there, but I don't know. They told me differently. So, but oh, let me show y'all this real quick. Went ahead. I am tired of getting mud all up in my, you know, on the inner part here of the doors and all. So I went ahead and just custom built me some mud flaps out of some workout mat material that I had got from work. I used to work for Fitness Expo company, Fitness Expo. I was able to get a lot of mats from them. This stuff's really thick. So hopefully, if I got to, I might widen this out just in case so it doesn't melt. I don't think it will though. But so yeah, came out pretty good. Should keep a lot of mud out. Probably put one more pin here. One of these, put it here. That way it'll just look better. And the other side I have cut out right here. So this is gonna go up in here, one way, shape, or form, kind of like that. And I'll trim it, and then I'll take measurements and all, and put it in my book of custom stuff. And it should keep all the mud out from on top of the gas tank, all up in here, on the frame, everywhere, you know, so that'll be a big help. But yeah, so like I said, this is part 2, or part 2 continued. I made a video when I didn't have it painted yet and have the A-arms off, but I don't know if I'm gonna post that or not. Might just do this one. But yeah, so we'll have part 3, I guess you'd say, after, and that'll be with the diff installed and everything installed. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch my videos. And if you would, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Till next time, I'm Patrick. See y'all later.